For today, the 12th of July, and tomorrow, the 13th of July, it is Amazon Prime Day. So what I've done this morning is get up really early, go through Amazon, have a look at a few little things which photographers, videographers would probably be interested in, or the stuff which I would be interested in. And I'm here to pass on the deals, and fingers crossed if you're interested, save you some cash. Now, to take advantage of these prices or Prime Day in general, you need to be a Prime customer, but Amazon Prime do a 30-day free trial, so sign up to that, get the products, save the money, cancel the free trial. It's that simple. And time is of the essence, so let's just make a start. Let's start with the cheapest and work through to the more expensive items. So the first item we have is the GOBE variable ND filters. Variable ND filters are really important if you're wanting to do videography, and this is a great stepping stone in buying a cheap, usable variable ND filter. Learn the basics of it, and then later on down the line, if you really want to, you could buy something more expensive. One thing to bear in mind is you have to get the right size filter for your lens. For instance, this Sony 85 f1.8 is a 67mm filter thread, so you'd have to buy a 67mm filter to go on the end of it, unless obviously you want to use step-up rings. Now, the prices on Amazon do differ depending on what filter size you want. Obviously, the bigger the filter, the more expensive it gets, but at the moment on Amazon, you can pick up an 82mm variable ND filter from GOBE for £33, and it should normally be around £43 to £45. It's not a massive saving, but for £33 you can get a variable ND filter and start making them videos and start a YouTube channel. That's the best thing. Item number 2 is the Black Rapid single camera sling. Now, I don't own one of these, and nor will I be buying one of these because I have the Black Rapid dual harness, so I can put 2 cameras on it rather than just the one. I use this all the time for my weddings and highly recommend it. If you want to find out more about this one, then I've got a video come out over the next couple of weeks about it, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. But what I can say about the Black Rapid stuff is that it's incredibly comfortable and your camera's really secure. Anybody who gets in touch with me and asks for a camera harness or a camera sling recommendation, that's where I send them to. You can pick one of them up today for £59, saving yourself £20 over the original price of £79. Next up, we're talking memory cards. Memory cards for myself are really important. I use a Sony a7S III, got an a7 IV coming very soon to try out. And a lot of the cameras which are coming out today, if you want to shoot 10-bit 4K, 100 frames a second, you need fast memory cards. And these are the ones that I use every single day. The cards that I use are the PROGRADE V90 128GB cards, and you can fill 128GB fairly quickly on the newer cameras. They usually cost £150, and sometimes I've even seen them on Amazon for £180 plus. Now, the Prime Day price is £112. It's not the cheapest I've seen them. I picked some of these cards up for £80 earlier this year, but if you desperately need some V90 cards, something fast to store your footage onto, then get these whilst you can, because in a few days they will probably go back up. Next up, we have possibly one of my favorite camera accessories at the moment, and that's the PGYTECH MANTIS Pod Pro. I've had mine for around 6 weeks now. I use it all the time. I'm using it right now to film this video. It holds my camera really well. I take it out with me every time I'm wanting to make a YouTube video. It's so good. It works with all the Manfrotto plates, works with Peak Design plates. It's really small, slim. You can hook it on places. It blows the Gorilla Pod out of the water. I will never look back. I'll leave a link up there to the review that I did about it if you want to check it out. And you pick one of these up for £127 today off Amazon rather than the standard £159. Now, we're moving into the more expensive stuff now. We're talking gimbals. One of the most renowned gimbals that you can pick up on the Prime Day deals is the ZHIYUN WEEBILL-S. I don't own one of these personally, but I have friends that do, and they recommend it massively. You can easily mount something like an a7S III or EOS R5 and then stick a 2470 f2.8 on it, and it will balance perfectly fine. They're small, they're compact, they're lightweight, and right now you can pick one up for £255 rather than the standard £320. So with the WEEBILL-S and the GOBE variable ND filter that I've already mentioned, you're pretty much set to go out there and start making videos. But what if you want to go quad biking, snowboarding, jet skiing? What are you going to do then? How are you going to take your camera? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Right now you can pick up the DJI Action 2 for pretty much half price. I have a DJI Action 2, I've got the power combo, but you can actually get the dual screen combo, so you get a screen on the front and the back all in one thing, and you also get the new housing to go around it to keep it nice and secure. For something like that, you would normally be paying nearly £500 for that, but you can pick one up on Amazon for £250 at the moment, What a massive saving. These are absolutely great. They're so useful to have. They're not quite as good as something like an Insta360 or something which is like a 360 camera, but you can chest mount it anywhere you want. It's magnetic, so it'll stick to your car, anything like that. Attach it to a selfie stick, and because it's got such a wide lens, you will capture most things that you point it to. It's not something I use daily, but if you don't have a camera but you want to start making videos, you could get one of these and start a YouTube channel today. So when you've taken all the photos, you've done all the videos, you're making YouTube videos or client videos, wedding videos, who knows? You're gonna need some space to store it. You don't wanna keep it on your laptop or your computer because it'll start to bog down after a bit. I've had my eye on this for the last few weeks. I knew Prime Day was coming up, and sure enough, Amazon fulfilled my wishes. This is GTECH drive, and the only offer they've got on is for the 12TB one, but it only costs £300 rather than £400. 12TB may seem like a lot, but when you're needing to back stuff up and you're wanting to run stuff off it, you're gonna need that space fairly soon. And because they're Thunderbolt and USB-C, you can run full sessions off them and it doesn't slow down. It's like having an SSD drive built into your laptop, but it's 12TB. The bad thing about them is that you have to plug them into the power. They're not exactly portable, but they are fairly small, so if you did need to travel somewhere and stay in a hotel room, you could take one with you. But if you're working from home, they are amazing to just store everything onto when you're not needing it. And the 8th and final deal that I've found is for all the Sony shooters out there, and that's the full frame 85mm f1.8. As you've already seen in this video, I already own one of these. I use it all the time. I bought it for portraits and they end up becoming like one of my main wedding lenses. I use it for all my B-roll stuff. It's an amazing lens. It's really cheap at this moment in time. You can pick it up for £379, which is pretty much what you pay for it second-hand, I think. And normally they're around £600 brand new. Once again, I've done a video about the 85mm, so I'll leave a link up there for you to watch that if you want. If you want to pick up any of these deals, then act fast. Some of them are already starting to sell out as I'm filming this. I'm literally monitoring it right now. There's literally hundreds of deals out there at the moment across Amazon, so if you've seen anything that other people may be interested in, let me know down in the comment section below. Let's help each other out and save some cash. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. If you want to see reviews of photo and video equipment, then hit the subscribe button. And if you do, I'll see you right there. And there's one last thing for me to say, and that's get yourself over to Amazon and treat yourself. Why not?